piyesang ito. Dahil sa paghanga kay Mareng Winnie, abay ginawa ng fan page sa isang social site ang professor.
Ginawa ko yung fan page isang araw pagkatapos yung huli naming klase kay Ma'am Winnie. Actually, parang spur of the moment thing lang siya para sa akin. Kasi talagang na-touch ako dun sa message niya for us na bilang scholar ng bayan, paglabas namin ng universidad, responsibilidad namin na mag-give back at i-repay yung opportunity na binigay ng mga taxpayers at ng mga Pilipino sa amin na makapag-aral dito sa UP.
Hindi tayo sanay mga kapuso, pero ngayon, dito sa gap na ito, meron silang gagawin. Magtatanong ngayon sila ng question sa akin na hindi nila natanong or never had the opportunity to make tanong when they were my students. So now is your chance, Gabby and Paolo and the rest of you.
Who would be in your ballot this coming May?
Very frankly, sasabihin ko sa inyo mga kapuso that I am going to look at all their vitae. I'm going to decide who I'm going to vote for. Definitely, I will not vote for anybody who belongs to a political dynasty. That's rule number 1. What about you, Paolo? Do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Ano ba yung nasa bucket list ninyo habang nasa econ pa kayo?
Well, alam nyo, ang sinasabi ko sa lahat ng mga nagtatanong sa akin, ako ay magtuturo hanggang mamatay ako.
Paano ko kaya kung iba yung pinag-aralan ninyo na field kung hindi ho economics? So,
What would it have been?
ano po kaya yung field din at ano ho yung ituturo na rin ninyo siguro?
I've never thought of that. If I had to do it all over again and I could not do economics, I'd probably do law because dyan talaga ang kailangan ng improvement eh. If you're a justice and you become corrupt, guess what's going to happen?
You will haunt me, ma'am.
That's right. Narinig nyo yan, mga kausap?
Ma'am, ano po yung klase ng estudyante na maaalala ni Mrs. Monson?
I'll tell you what, sa akin, the very brightest ones and the very dumbest ones. Sorry ha? Pero, you know, in other words, yung in between, yung tinatawag mong mediocre, masyadong marami eh. There's very few bright and there's very few dumb. So that's what you remember. Not for anything else.
Magbibigay ko kami ni Gab ng mga pangalan ng ilang opisyal sa gobyerno. Kung pwede ho, i-grade ho ninyo yung performance nila sa public office nila. At kung bakit ho. So,
My grades are usually based on objective performance. Eh ngayon ito, medyo subjective na ito. Okay.
Senate President Enrile ho. As a Senate President na.
As a Senate President,
UP system na.
Parang a UP system. I think as Senate President, I'd give him a 1.25 or a 1.5. I am only talking about his performance. I am not talking about his history and his baggage.
Vice President
Georgia Binay, I would give him a 5 from the very beginning.
Me too.
You too. Yes, I'm sorry. But, you know, yung kanyang, corruption is one of the biggest problems we have in the Philippines. Gloria Macapagal, as president,
As former president.
I would probably give her a 1.75 or a 2. In terms of the economy, yes, no question about that. Now, if you're talking about corruption, etc., it would have to be conditional. Bakit condition? Because hindi pa natin alam. Wala pang pruweba.
Si Pangulong Aquino po.
Kumbaga, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga periodic exams, no? Nung first period, medyo failing siya. Ngayon, passing, very satisfactory. Hindi ko alam kung bababa siya o tataas pa siya. He would probably get a 2 at this point. Okay, babies, your turn.
Tanong ko po, sa tingin niyo po, ano po yung pinakakulang sa Philippines?
Ang pinakakulang sa atin is the scarcity of good managers, both economic and political. There are very many competent, but unfortunately they are dishonest. And there are many honest, but sometimes they are incompetent.
Kung may bibigyan po kayo ng pagkakataon na makapagkape kasama ang isang tao sa buong history, sino po iyon at bakit?
Sa buong history?
Opo.
Wow, no question about it. I would love to have coffee with Jesus Christ. No question about it. And ask him, you know, about his love life. Because Jesus Christ was human in everything except sin. So he must have loved somebody. I would like to know who he loved.
How much faith do you have in the Filipino voters now that they would be electing the right people in the upcoming election?
Ang problema ngayon natin, anak, is that sa katakot-takot ng daming mga ads and commercials and etc., nalilito sila. They have to have information that is unbiased and that will allow them to make a good decision. And if they do that, fine.
Buong show po nakilala natin si Ma'am Monsod bilang isang teacher. Sino naman po si Ma'am Monsod bilang nung estudyante pa siya?
You will be very disappointed in me. But, I would cut class to go to bowling. Nahuli ako nung aking teacher. Hindi ko alam kung bakit andun siya. Pero nakita niya ako nagbo-bowling. Wow! I got the highest grade in my class. And he gave me, I think, a 3. And he threatened. He threatened to give me a 5. Objective yung exam. Medyo mataas tayo. He gave me a 3 or whatever. I never forgot him. Tapos meron ako namang isa, doon naman hindi sa academic, I came from abroad. So I had traveled. Itong class ko euthenics, it's no longer being taught. But it was one of those yung mga developing your social skills. And the class was on travel. I had seen all those places. The absent, si Winnie ng absent. Naka 6 absents ako, binigyan ako ng 5. Thank God, at that time, having a 5 in a non-academic did not affect, wow, I thought I was going to die. I don't care if you're absent in my class as long as you do the work, right? And I will not punish you for being absent. But because you are absent, I will not exercise my discretion in your favor. That was Winnie Monsod. Very poor. Wag niyo akong gagayahin. Well, I enjoyed myself. I would do it again. Well, alam niyo mga kapuso, all good things must come to an end. And as far as I'm concerned, this was a good thing. Total surprise, but I enjoyed seeing my students and my graduates. And talagang konsuelo pag nakikita mong okay na okay sila, hindi ba?